So good morning all of you. Myself Professor Mandar Kekade. I am here to give a small demo on how the video can be recorded by using Screenomap. So first of all, I have downloaded the screen recorder, that is Screencast, Screenomap, Screencast-O-Matic, and now I am going to record my PPT with the help of this. So I have created this PPT. Okay, so myself Professor Mandar Kekade, I am going to give a small demo of C language. So what you are going to learn after this video will be what are the different stages in SDLC process, that is software development lifecycle process, basics of flowchart, basics of algorithm, what is the main difference between flowchart and algorithm, and different types of data types in C. So let's start. So first of all, before starting with the C language, you should know the basic of software development lifecycle. The software development lifecycle, that is SDLC, is a process that is used by software industry to design, develop and test high-level software quality. The SDLC aims to produce a high-quality software that meets or exceeds customer expectations, reach the completion within time and cost estimate. It is also called as software development process. SDLC is a framework defining the task performed at each step in the software development process. There are 6 stages in SDLC. The stage 1 is planning and requirement analysis, where we plan what to be developed and what are the requirements. Based on this planning, in second stage we define what are the requirements that are needed. Based on this requirement, in stage 3 we design some product architecture of different types. Based on this architecture, we select one and start building in stage 4. In stage 5, the testing will be done of the developed project, and in stage 6 is the last stage where the deployment and the maintenance will be done. So all these stages are interconnected to each other. So this is what the SDLC is. Now take a pause and just find out, can we add test method to every stage of the SDLC? So what do you think? The answer is of course yes. So let's back to our previous slide. So while doing the planning in the first stage, we have to consider some tests, and based on that case condition we can do the planning. While defining the requirement, we also have to do some test, and then we can define and redefine requirements. In stage 3, while designing this product architecture, again we have to consider some test cases, and we can then finalize the design. In stage 4, building and developing the project, again we can test it each and every phase. So these are the stages in which we can apply the test cases also. So we can say that the testing is not a separate stage, but it will be involved in each and every stage of the SDLC. Okay. So what is flowchart? So flowchart is a graphical representation of an algorithm. It makes use of symbols which are connected among them to indicate the flow of information and processing. So the basic symbols are, the first symbol is terminal. The oval symbol indicates the start and stop of the program logic flow. Second symbol is input-output. A parallelogram denotes any function of input and output type. Processing, a box represents the arithmetic instructions. Decision, a diamond symbol represents the decision. The decision-based operations such as yes, no, question or true, false are indicated by the diamond in flowchart. Connectors, whenever the flowchart becomes complex or it spreads over more pages, then we can use this circle symbol, which is called the connector. So these are the basic symbols that can be used for the flowchart. What is algorithm? So in simple terms, algorithm is a set of rules to obtain the expected output from the given input. So We give an input, apply the algorithm, and we can get the output. So there are some characteristics of the algorithm. There should be well-defined inputs, there should be well-defined outputs, there should be a finiteness in the algorithm. This algorithm that we are going to design should be feasible. The algorithm that we are going to define or design, that should be language independent. Means what? That the same algorithm can be implemented, or by using same algorithm we can implement the program in C, C++, Java, etc. It should be clear and unambiguous, and this is the final requirement. That it should be clear and unambiguous. Now take a pause and just recall, is there any difference between the flowchart and algorithm? What you think? Of course, yes. The answer would be yes. So what is the basic difference between the algorithm and flowchart? In algorithm, it is a procedure for solving the problem. It is a graphical representation of the process, that is flowchart. Algorithm, the process is shown in step-by-step instruction. Flowchart, the process is shown by block-by-block information diagram. Algorithm, it is complex and difficult to understand. Flowchart, it is intuitive and easy to understand. Algorithm, it is convenient to debug the errors. In flowchart, it is very hard to debug the errors. Algorithm, it is somewhat easier to solve the complex problem. Flowchart, it is hard to solve the complex problem. Algorithm, it costs more time to create an algorithm, and flowchart, it costs the less time to create the flowchart. So these are the basic difference between algorithm and the flowchart. Next is data types in C. So there are simple data types that are used in C. So some basic data types are character, integer, float, and double. In further lectures we will see these data types in detail. So thank you very much.